All right, we want to welcome on Villanova guard Collin Gillespie, my guy. Again, I'm gonna say it. I DM'd him. I did it again. We got him on. Huge games, conference play coming up. Huge games coming up. How are you doing, my guy?
I'm doing great. I'm looking forward to it. It's good to finally be back playing basketball again, so can't complain.
Let's get right to it.
Yeah.
You're playing basketball again. You're playing the first game back at MSG when there's going to be no one there. That's got to be one of the weirdest feelings in the world.
Yeah, last year, we were supposed to be playing with basically nobody in there in the Big East tournament, so we were a little shocked by that, but honestly, it doesn't really affect us. We played in closed scrimmages before, and it's kind of like that type of feeling. So it's not really new for us and probably not for anybody in college basketball if you played in a closed scrimmage before. So, but it's exciting just to be playing again. It's fun.
Right. Well, MSG is Villanova North, the way you guys run through the Big East tournament. Let's just, you know what I mean? You guys know all the entrances, you know, the little bounces in the floor. I'm sure you got an advantage over Virginia with that one.
Our fans come out strong at MSG. You can hear them every time that we play in there. So we have a lot of New York people up there. I know a lot of kids from school end up there after they go to school, after they're done school. So we got a big fan base up there.
So, Collin, of course, you are on Villanova in your senior year right now, but going back to your senior year of high school, right? 3 offers, yeah. Villanova, Rider, Hofstra. Looking back to where you were then and where you are now, do you feel that day in and day out you have a chip on your shoulder because you were overlooked by so many schools and now you're at a Big East school and won a national championship?
Yeah, I think that was how I've played my entire life. I played up because my brother's a year older than me. So I've always played with a chip on my shoulder, had to play tougher, just playing up. And then my senior year, I didn't have a lot of offers, like you said, and I felt like I could play at the highest level. And I kind of just bet on myself and ended up in a really good spot, a good situation. And I'm happy that I'm here.
It's not a bad place to be.
Not at all.
Fucking Villanova. It's Hofstra, you should have came to Long Island and could have hung out maybe, but it wasn't that fucking hard of a choice, I think. Hofstra, or Villanova. It's I think you went to the right one.
30 minutes from home, can't beat it.
Are you a grudge guy? Because I know one of the schools that passed was St. Joe's. So, and I know the game got canceled. I hope they make it up. Are you going to hang it on them one last time? You talk about them, screwing things up. Maybe we get this guy. We get over the edge of St. Joe's being better than Nova. Are you going to try and hang it on them one more time in that rivalry?
If we're allowed to play them again, I know a lot of guys on their team. I know some of their coaching staff just from guys that were in the area. Their head coach coached at Villanova before, so he knows Villanova really well. And those games are always so much fun to play in. They're battles every time that we play. But yeah, I was mad when I was a senior in high school and I had no concept of how recruiting worked. I was pissed off when nobody recruited me. And I really wanted the local schools to recruit me. I wasn't really thinking about high major schools. I just wanted the local schools to recruit me. But I definitely play with a chip on my shoulder whenever we see them as well.
Well, it's one thing you have in common with Rico. He's a big grudge guy himself. He blocks everyone on Twitter who likes to tweet anything negative about him.
Bro, this guy has 9,000 people blocked. 9,000. He goes, if you like a tweet that someone doesn't like he says Rico Bosco sucks, he goes to their account and blocks them personally. It doesn't say anything, just because they liked it. You fucking maniac.
Gotta have a code. He's got grudges too. It makes you succeed. Look at
his is basketball.
There's plenty of grudges, but I don't know if blocking them on Twitter is the way to. There's probably a million people that hate me on Twitter, but
I can't go score 30 though. If you want to go trade one day, maybe talk to Coach Wright. I still have eligibility, so if you want, we can switch places. But I don't think that's gonna happen.
Yeah, no, I'm comfortable where I'm at.
All right, fair enough.
I'd much rather be him.
Exactly.
Collin, so of course we mentioned earlier you are a national champion, won it all in 2018 with the Wildcats over Michigan. Now, not to brag or anything, we share one thing in common. I cut down the nets too. I was the radio broadcaster for Vermont after we won the America East Tournament Championship. They allowed me to cut one of the final pieces. Do you have any net cutting technique? What do you remember from stepping up on that ladder, or did you just go for it?
I just went for it, honestly. The guys who played before us, the older guys, knew what that was like, just from like Big East championships, 2016. There were some guys on that team that knew what it was like. The only time that I've done it before was at my senior year in high school, and I completely messed it up. I was up there for a good like 35, 40 seconds trying to cut the net. Like I cut one piece and the other piece was still in part of the rim. So I took a small piece and I got down. I kind of blacked out while I was up there.
Yeah, I agree. It's definitely a blackout moment because it's so unique and it's all in the moment kind of thing. But yeah, it's crazy.
What? Fucking Vermont.
What?
That's
American. Collin knows they're a big-time mid-major school.
Yeah, sure.
The first school that offered me a scholarship was from the American East.
There you go.
First two.
That's huge.
There you go.
I got to ask a question. I know you're looking at me. I look fucking huge today because my arms. Do you work out before a game? I cannot even do this podcast without my arms fucking flailing. I'm shaking over here.
Do I work out before a game?
Yeah.
Not right before a game, but we'll lift throughout the week, maybe 2 times a week now while we're in season, and like off season, 4 or 5 days a week.
I can't get through the day.
Not right before a game though. I don't think I could bench before a game.
Maybe you should.
Maybe I should.
How has the routine? I mean, you talked about that lift. Has the routine changed as far as your routine, just a mental mindset, or just you guys have been through it so many times? Coach Wright has everything set.
Yeah, no, not really. I mean, the coach has done a great job so far of just having everything prepared for us so we don't have to think about it as much and just go out there and play. It's a different year. Everything's different. The way that everything has to be approached. Normally, we're down to the minute. We have a schedule down to the minute. So it's a little bit tougher with scheduling this year because you don't really know who you're going to play or when you're going to play because you're just adding games and teams are dropping. So they're trying to make our focus just on the game and the scout. So they're doing a really good job of that and making it easy for us.
So turning the clock back a little bit, back to the end of your high school days before you went to Villanova, rumor has it you loved rocking the Carolina blue. In that 2016 national championship game, would you ever think you'd be playing for Villanova now?
At that time, no. Beginning of my senior year, that's when I first started to talk to him. We talked to one of the assistants. I started to talk to one of the assistants that wasn't here anymore. But 2016, I wasn't even thinking about Villanova. I was kind of just trying to, like I said, the local low Division I schools, mid-major schools, American East, St. Joe's, LaSalle's. I was trying to get those guys to just kind of see me and if I could play my way into a scholarship there, that's what I wanted. But when Villanova offered me, and I couldn't pass that up.
Yeah. To get a little off topic of basketball, you're a big golf guy, right?
Huge golf guy. I watch all Riggs, Frankie, all those guys.
Love that. I mean, yeah, Riggs like common man golfer, but he's playing at like Augusta pretty much. So it's like, come on.
This dude's all over the place.
He is. So would you be able? So I'm a scumbag golfer. I'll tee up in the fairway.
I know that.
Yeah. Would you be pissed playing with me? Like I play with Rico in fucking Staten Island where there's like dirt patches at the tee box. Like, would you be able to play some scumbag golf with me, or are you like a scratch golfer? I feel like you are.
No. Nope.
Good
chance. We would fit in well. We would be a good foursome. I got a buddy that plays D3 basketball and we golf in the summer, so we would have a good foursome.
That's perfect. We'll kick Dana right out. We were gonna say we only needed one, but we'll take you and your guy.
Don't
yeah,
need Dana.
absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Dana's out.
He's drunk by hole 3 anyway,
he's
so we need you.
That's it.
All right, we'll come to Philly because we're there every time. And speaking of Philly, I've been living there pretty much. I live there for like 3 months now because of our Barstool.
It's a great spot, isn't it?
It's great. It is good. I'll give you that. What the cheesesteaks? I mean, come on. It's just meat and cheese. It's nothing crazy.
You've only been here for 3 months. We won't hold it against you.
Well, I also went to one of the places too. What was it? What's like the famous Geno's? Is that
Geno's? That's not my favorite though. I love D'Alessandro's.
That's the one. That's the one. D'Alessandro's.
Yeah,
They
that's
got
the
a
good
girl
one.
in there, right? The one lady behind the counter does everything. She gets you chips, cooks the meat, takes the money. It's amazing. I'm serious.
It's such a small place. They make you wait outside
yeah,
to
it's
get
nuts.
She's the cook, the
that's-
cashier.
Colin, am I lying? They got the one lady in there. She does everything.
I haven't been in there in probably since like last year, but it's a small spot and they run a tight ship.
There
So
you go. Told you, I'm not making it up.
I believe you, guy.
We would assume that you have the insight to this, but Jay Wright's known for wearing his suits, right? But he had to ditch them this year. Is he at peace with that decision, or you think if he could, he would go back to him?
I think he likes a casual look. I'm not going to speak for him, but I think that he likes just kind of a more casual look this year with all the crazy stuff that's happening. Not having to get dressed up for every game is probably good.
How cool is he? He's so goddamn cool. Like everywhere he walks, he's this guy. He's you know a guy that's got a good walk. I've been trying to work on my walk for years. I got a terrible walk. My knees are flailing around. I can't do it. I feel like he's just the coolest guy, and like that's why he gets all these people to come to Villanova, because he's just an awesome person.
Yeah, I mean he's been a great coach for me, not just on the court but off the court. Kind of just he teaches you about life, about basketball, and I think that's one of the things that drew me to Villanova. The player development and the way that he is as a coach, where he coaches you kind of on and off the floor, just about life, about how to be a man. And when you leave school, you'll be good because you spent 4 years here with him.
Jake talked about you being a Carolina fan. Obviously, everybody over quarantine watched The Last Dance. You're a little bit younger. I don't think you caught a lot of Jordan live, but what was your favorite story or something that you didn't know about, like the Rodman thing, obviously? What was the best part of Last Dance as a Jordan guy?
There was so many things that I didn't know watching that you watch it and you're like, wow, that's kind of crazy. I think the craziest part about that Last Dance was, well, like you said, the Rodman thing, when he was just like, I need 72 hours, and then they had to get him out of Vegas. That was kind of wild.
Bro,
I never thought or knew that would be a thing in the NBA.
Which one do you think is crazier, that he needed the 72 hours or the one with the wrestling, when he literally went and did a wrestling promo the night before the finals or night after a finals game?
I think 72 hours, because he was just – when he said I need 72 hours and they were like, all right, go to Vegas for 72 hours, that was kind of crazy. And then they went and got him out of a hotel room. So
I got to ask you. So how annoying do you think it is of like how many people compare you to fucking Archie Dinacchio, like all these guys, where it's like, dude, I'm Collin Gillespie. I know they're great guys, they're great players. Like, stop comparing me to them.
I think that's the white guy in college, the type of thing. And obviously we're from the same area, or the general area is the same. I mean, it gets old, because 4 years. Obviously, I'm not mad, because it's not a bad person to be compared to.
It's true.
He's a legend or so. I mean, I take it as a compliment, because he was a great player, a great leader here, and it's a great person to be compared to.
Yeah, it's just I feel like because you've been there for 4 years, and when people think someone goes to college 4 years, it's like, oh, they're like 25. It's like, dude, he's 21. I mean, Perry Ellis, I'll give you, he was actually 60.
He was older.
Yeah,
he was
I don't care
older.
what anyone says about him. He's old as shit.
Going back to the golf thing for a sec, who's your favorite player on the tour, and why is it Brooks Koepka?
Brooks or DJ?
You like DJ too? Okay.
I like DJ because he's just like calm, and he never shows any emotion. Brooks I've watched a few podcasts, and it's kind of crazy. He says he doesn't like golf, which is weird to me.
Pardon my take.
Yep. I've definitely watched that podcast before, but I don't know. Their approach to the game is the way DJ approached the game, the way Brooks approached the game is kind of cool to me, and I just like to watch those guys. There's excitement behind it. I don't know, I just love watching golf sometimes.
And now, how bad is Riggs' swing?
Honestly, I'm not even going to comment on like his swing, because mine probably is not much better.
That's the best thing about like golf. Dude, golf Twitter is something. You post one swing, people are like, you're the worst. Like, dude, I know I'm not good at golf. Right. Like, Riggs is like...
He's not a professional.
No, not at all. I mean, Trent, we all know that guy shoots 200.
Yeah, he's not good.
He's the man. He's the man, too.
He's the best. He's the common man golfer. Like, that's how you feel, throwing your clubs and shit.
Yeah, Trent should be more on our side.
Oh yeah,
Trent
for
should
sure.
be more on the scumbag side than the regular side.
Scumbag golf is where it's at.
So that's good though. We got Collin's rankings of foreplay guys. It's Trent, Riggs, and a distant third is Frankie. So clip that up, Frankie, distant third.
All right, so 2 years ago, I was in the old office in Barstool. One of my first conference tournaments of being here, and I just have to ask a question, no specifics, but typically when you're up 9 points in a game and you got the ball left with under, let's say, 25 seconds, no shot clock on, what's your go-to move? You usually dribble it out, or you just take a layup for no reason?
Dribble it out.
Yeah, you dribble it out, huh? I just want to show you a clip real fast.
Oh, I've seen the clip.
Well, just show it for shits and giggles.
Don't foul! Don't foul! Don't foul!
What are you doing?
If they shoot, if they shoot.
Oh, what are you doing? Are you fucking serious, Villanova?
You gave me ass sweat for that. I want that guy dead. I can't believe that just happened.
Classless.
I want him dead.
So, yeah, that was just a random clip. Just had to see Dave react to a random layup at the end of the game. But, yeah, is that your go-to move usually is the dribble it out?
So they were pressing us. I gave it up. I was not looking to, wasn't expecting it back. I was just they pressed us. So we kicked it ahead and the layup was there.
It's like the old Miami adage: if you don't want to score and keep us out of the end zone, I like it. Lay it in.
No, it's.
I mean, if they pressed us, so we were just kicking it ahead, and if they weren't pressing us, obviously I'm going to dribble it over half court and hold it.
Yeah, that is true. Because if they're coming after you, it's all right. If you're gonna come after us,
We're
I'm
gonna score.
All right, I mean, like the answer.
I had no idea whatever was happening until I got on the bus afterwards, and I had so I was just on the bus and I clicked into my Twitter and there was it was 81 notifications, and I was like, I didn't do anything crazy that game. And then I saw yeah, we beat Providence in a quarterfinal game, and I clicked on my notifications and it was I saw Portnoy's name, and I was and he was just going in on me on Twitter, and I was no idea.
It's gotta be
No
an
idea.
unreal feeling. It's like a normal game wasn't a championship. You're still excited you won, and then you're just getting Dave Portnoy saying, "I'm gonna kill this guy."
Yeah, I mean, I kind of thought it was I didn't take it to heart, because I was before that my brother's a huge Barstool guy, Prez, all this stuff, and he was he texted me after the game. He's like, "Dude, Prez tweeted about you," and I'm like, "What do you mean?" And I'm sitting there all right, it's kind of crazy, but it's kind of funny.
That's what I'm saying. It's kind of you took it the right way, because he's obviously he's mad about it, but it's just that's who Dave is, and then now Dave will remember you for the rest of your life.
It's really not a bad thing. I mean, I mean, he came to Villanova the other day and did a pizza review.
That is true, and he said that people were loving it there.
I DM'd him. I was I forget what I said. I sent him something. He responded to me, and I think he knew right away. He responded back to me, and he was like, "You had no business in LA," or something like that. So it's just something that will always be there, and he'll probably never forget, and then I'll never forget. So,
bro, I was at the house when you DM'd him, and he goes, I swear to God, he stops. He goes, "Do you believe this fucking guy?" he goes, "He just DM'd me. He's had no reason shooting that shot." I was like, "Dave, it was 2 years ago."
I was a sophomore, and it's funny because he always botches my name.
Oh, he cannot say your name. It's pretty straightforward.
No, he always calls me Connor. It's kind of fun.
That I can understand. He doesn't even know any of our names pretty much still.
No, I'm a stickler for pronunciations, and I look in the pronunciation guide, and your name's not even in there, so you have a pretty straightforward name if it doesn't need to be emphasized. So,
for sure. You guys got anything else?
No. Good luck, obviously, tomorrow night. Big one.
Thank you.
We're looking forward to you on Saturday.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
Thank you for coming on, dude. It's all we want to have players on, and I feel like just shooting the shit and getting to know you guys is awesome. So I really appreciate you coming on.
Yeah, and hopefully for the Big East tournament, hopefully there's more media access for fans allowed in 3 months and things get better, and we can come see you guys down the street.
Definitely, that'd be great.
And we're playing some scumbag golf.
Yes.
Summertime.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
All right, man. Good luck this season. We'll talk to you.
Appreciate it. Thank you guys for having me.